I'm happy to be here with you today to share a new to me story that's actually based on an old Jewish folktale about a farmer who doesn't think there's enough room in his house, and so he goes to the rabbi and asks for some help, and the rabbi gives him some things to do, and then he realizes there's plenty of space in his home to host his family members. So this story takes a little bit of a different take on that folktale, and it's called No Room for a Pup. And it's by the authors Elizabeth Suneby and Laurel Molk. And we're going to talk about finding some things to be thankful for, and some ways to show that Jewish value of hakarat hatov, of gratitude. No room for a pup. Mia lived with her mom in a very small apartment in a very big city. She wanted a dog more than anything, but every time Mia asked, her mom always said the same thing. There's just no room, not even for one pint-sized pup. Mia thought there was plenty of room for a puppy. It wasn't like she was asking for an elephant. Look at this illustration. I love Mia imagining that elephant in her apartment. Every morning before school, Mia went down the hall to her grandma's apartment for breakfast. One morning, Mia spied a sign in the elevator. Puppies to good homes, apartment 202. Her eyes lit up. That's where your friend Alina lives. Can we go see them? After school, promised Grandma. But remember, we're only visiting. Her grandma wants to make sure that she knows she's not taking one of those puppies home. Her mom said no. Mia loved all the puppies, especially the one that climbed into her lap. I wish Mom would let me have a puppy, Mia sighed. My teacher says there's always room for one more. Besides, Spot is so tiny we could fit 10 of them. Mia smiled as she imagined 10 little puppies running around her apartment. Wait a second, Grandma. I have an idea. Grandma liked Mia's plan and called a few friends. Those puppies don't look so big, do they? The next morning, the doorbell buzzed. It was Grandma with her pet parrot. I'm having my place painted, so Mia and I will eat breakfast here, and I'll spend the night. You'll hardly notice me or Roger. Oh no, not Roger, groaned Mom. Roger, Roger, squawked the parrot. Oh boy, how do you think Mom is feeling about having all of those surprise guests in her house? After school, Mia and Grandma came home with a class rabbit. I told my teacher I'd take Sprinkles today, said Mia. It's Sophie's turn tomorrow. Mom rolled her eyes. There's just no room, not even for one itty-bitty bunny. Bitty bunny, squawked the parrot. The rabbit zipped and zoomed around the room. Oh boy, that apartment is getting very full. Then the doorbell buzzed. It was Grandma's neighbor. Thanks for taking care of Tigger, he called as he dashed down the hall. Mom threw up her hands. There's just no room, she wailed. Not even for one pretty kitty. Pretty kitty, squawked the parrot. The cat chased the rabbit that zipped and zoomed around the room. There is a lot of activity happening in that house. Grandma's phone rang. It was Mrs. McGillicuddy. She needs me to look after Pierre. Within minutes, a dog appeared at the door. My goodness, look how many animals are in that apartment. Mom shook her head. There's just no room, she cried. Not even for one doggone dog. Doggone dog, squawked the parrot. The dog dashed up and down and all around. The cat chased the rabbit that zipped and zoomed around the room. Look at Mom's face. How do you think she feels? Maybe a little surprised or worried about all of those animals running around her house? With all the house guests, no one got much sleep. Look at all of those animals running all around, and all of those people awake in the middle of the night. The next morning, the doorbell buzzed again, and in crowded Grandma's book club. One lady even brought her pet pig. Oh my goodness, there's so many people. And a pig. You ever met a pet pig before? I haven't.
Me neither.
It was bedlam. The pet pig snuffled for snacks. The dog dashed up, down, and all around, and the cat chased the rabbit that zipped and zoomed around the room. "There's just no room," Mom shouted. "Not even for one little piggy." "Little piggy," squawked the parrot. With all the ruckus, Grandma's friends didn't talk much about their book, but they didn't care. They loved being a part of Mia's plan. What do you think Mia's plan was? Once the snacks were eaten, the apartment emptied out. Sophie came for Sprinkles, Grandma's neighbor came for Tigger, Mrs. McGillicuddy for Pierre, the book club and pet pig went home, and Grandma and Roger returned to their freshly painted apartment. Look at how relaxed Mia's mom looks now. Mia's mom plopped onto the sofa. "It's funny," she said, "but now our apartment doesn't feel so small anymore." Oh my goodness, and look what Mia has by the chair. Do you see that little puppy?
Isn't it the rabbit?
No, that's the little puppy.
Oh.
Does that mean that we can keep Spot? Asked Mia. "He hardly takes up any room." Mom looked Mia right in the eye and winked. "As long as there are no parrots, rabbits, cats, other dogs, or pigs running around, I think we have room for one pint-sized pup, after all."
But wait for the next
But wait for the next page. Do you hear Emmy saying that? Guess what happens to Spot? Look how big he gets to be. He's huge. So friends, the lesson of that story is that sometimes we're not sure of all the wonderful things that we have in our life until we get a little perspective. So today I want you to think about the things in your life that you can be thankful for. And I want you to work your hardest to make sure to say thank you for the things you're grateful for. So maybe you have an adult who takes care of you, who you can say thank you for making me a delicious lunch, or thank you for taking me outside on a walk. And maybe you are an adult who takes care of a kid and you can say, "Thank you for cleaning up after yourself," or "Thank you for being so quiet during my story." There are lots of things that we can be grateful and thankful for, and it's such a nice idea when we can give our thank yous to the people in our life. So when we're back together again on Wednesday, we are going to work to make a gratitude jar, because it feels so good to be able to think about the things that we're grateful, that we're thankful for, and to be able to share that gratitude with the people in our life. So I hope you'll come back on Wednesday and we'll work on those gratitude jars together. Bye-bye, friends.